Dosaka-kun, can you come here for a minute?
It happened one day during work. I, Toru Dosaka, was summoned by my boss, Shizuka Hyogami. She's so scary that she's called the Queen of Ice, which resembles her name. I think she's a devilish boss, if anything.
Hey, what is this document? Don't tell me you're thinking of submitting something like this to a client.
I'm sorry, what did I do wrong?
Everything's no good. It's hard to understand what you want to emphasize, and it's not designed to catch their attention. Above all, it's not even structured in a way that would attract their interest. You have no sense.
I'm sorry.
Anyone can apologize. What I want to see is your growth. You're new, so you have the most potential to grow. But I don't see it in you at all. Hey, do you ever listen to me? I don't see any growth from you, which makes me think you're not listening to me at all.
No, it's not like that.
Then you need to redo this document right now. If it doesn't get improved, you know what's going to happen, don't you?
Yes! As I was about to take the documents and redo them as fast as possible,
I'm not done talking yet!
Seems like her lecture was not over, and she scolded me even more. Guess I'll be working overtime again. It was long past my regular hours, but I was still in the office working on the document she told me to redo. It's awkward because it's just me and Hyogami-san in the office at this hour. Yes?
Hey, you hate your job, don't you?
What? No!
I can tell you don't like what you're doing. If you enjoyed your job, you'd have more ambition. But you don't. Do you know why you don't get better at your job at all?
No, I do not.
That's why you're no good. You're inexperienced, and you have no sense. Yet you're trying to create a decent document all by yourself, which is wrong in the first place.
That's absurd. That's like telling me not to do my job.
Think more carefully. I don't want a subordinate who can't think for himself about what he needs to do.
Yes, I apologize. After that, Hyogami-san got angry with me as usual. I'm exhausted. I finally got Hyogami-san's approval for the document, and I came home in a state of mental and physical exhaustion. That devilish boss is so pretty that her angry face is even scarier, which makes me sick to my stomach. I think I should quit my job. Fortunately, I don't smoke, drink, or gamble. I have enough money to last me a few months if I put together my savings since high school. I don't have anyone to marry, so maybe I should find a new job in the meantime. I don't have the confidence to keep my current job. However, I finished writing my letter of resignation and closed it in a drawer, but I was still not ready to give up my job. I'll put it aside for now and hold on until I really hit my limit. I thought that, but that limit was only a few days away. What's with her? She gets so angry. It was on the way back from a business trip with Hyogami-san. I got a new client, but she scolded me for the content of my presentation. She should at least praise me at times like these. Seriously, that devilish boss. I'm going to submit my resignation tomorrow. I made up my mind, took a bath, and quickly went to bed. No way! I overslept! I woke up an hour later than usual, even though I wasn't up late. Probably due to my daily fatigue. If I don't leave the house right now, I'm going to be late for work! Oh no! What will Hyogami do if I'm late? I've got to get going, regardless! I got ready in a hurry, put my letter of resignation in my bag, and headed for the office. And then...
You're supposed to be ready to start work 10 minutes before, aren't you? You can't even do normal things like that, even though you're a working adult?
I arrived at the office just before work hours, but I was scolded by Hyogami-san. Damn it. Why always me? She gets angry at other people too, but especially towards me. That's what my seniors tell me, so it's not just my imagination. She probably doesn't like me and is making me her enemy. Hyogami-san, may I have a moment with you? Since it's just Hyogami-san and me left in the office at this hour, I decided to hand him my resignation letter.
What? Did you finish revising the documents?
I'm sorry, that hasn't been completed yet.
Alright. Well, what is it then?
If you could please take this.
Huh? Is this?
She was a sharp boss, and looked like she realized what I was submitting the envelope for.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've made up my mind.
Well, if you don't want to go through with it, now's the time. You might regret it later when you've cooled down, you know.
No, I've already made the decision.
Well, I'll give you a day to make up your mind. If you calm down and want to take it back, call me right away.
Yes, thank you very much. That was unexpected. I thought you would want someone like me to quit right away. Oh, I guess she's just concerned about her own reputation, because it's not good for the company if someone resigns.
Dosaka-kun, are you free later?
Huh? How come?
How about we go out for a drink after work? It'll be on me.
Drinking alone with Hyogami-san? What in the world is she going to say to me? I'm sorry. I have some things to do today.
Alright, I understand.
Thank God. I thought I was going to get a huge lecture about submitting my resignation. Anyways, all I have to do now is just hold out until my resignation date. That's what I thought. But then something completely unexpected happened. A few minutes after I got home, my phone suddenly started ringing. A call? Who could it be at this hour? It's Hyogami-san! I can't believe she's calling me! I saw the name of the caller on my screen, which gave me chills. I thought about ignoring it, but I was afraid of the repercussions, so I picked up the phone. Hello? It's Dosaka.
Hey, Dosaka-kun? It's Hyogami.
How can I help you?
Are you sure about that?
Sure, about...
You know what I mean.
The what?
I mean, the papers you gave me. Are you sure?
Didn't we talk about this in the office? Is she trying to check if I changed my mind? Yes, I'm sure! I haven't changed my mind!
Okay.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
I guess it would be an inconvenience. Just give me some time, and I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Time? Why? I understand. I was caught up in what Hyogami-san said, but I didn't want to upset her for asking, so I went with it for now. And the next day...
Toru-kun, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes. Wait, Toru-kun?
I need to talk to you about something important, so come here.
Okay. It's about the resignation letter, right? Well, why did she call me by my first name?
Based on your feelings, I've come up with my own.
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm ready.
Okay. I filled in my side of the form, so let's check them one last time before we go to the government office and turn it in.
What? Your side of the form? A government office? What's she talking about? As I opened the envelope with this thought in mind, I saw something unbelievable! What?!
Oh, don't be surprised. I know you were ready to get miserably rejected, so it's understandable that you're surprised, but...
No! That's not what I meant! I'm talking about how my letter of resignation turned into a marriage certificate! And why is my side of the form filled in too? Plus, that's my handwriting! Oh. That reminded me. I prepared this when I was in college with the intention of marrying my girlfriend at the time. I never thought I'd end up submitting a marriage certificate by mistake instead of the letter of resignation. And she said yes. What kind of miracle is this?
What? What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. No, I can't tell her. There's no way I can tell her that this was a mistake. I don't know what she'll do to me if I told her that. But I can't just go on like this and marry Hyogami-san. That's like stepping into the gates of hell on my own. What should I do? What am I supposed to do? Why did Hyogami-san even agree with this in the first place?
So, when are you going to start living with me? I live alone, and I have a pretty big room. So you can move in today if you want.
Oh, wait a second. She's kinda cute.
Hey, don't just stay silent like that. Decide what you're going to do.
Oh, well, let's start by getting to know each other a little better. And then... Never mind. Let's start today. I'm fine with starting today. In an attempt to put it off as long as I could, Hyogami-san's silent pressure simply broke me down.
Well, in that case, go get ready after work today to stay the night and come over to my place.
Oh, okay.
And don't tell the others about this. If they find out that we're moving in together. You know what's going to happen, right?
Yes, ma'am. I nodded at Hyogami-san, who didn't let me say otherwise. And so, we were engaged. For some reason, she seemed pretty eager to get married, and I started thinking that maybe Hyogami-san would be nicer to me. My expectations were easily betrayed. If anything, I was even more severely scolded than before. I guess this is the mansion where Hyogami-san lives. Looks expensive. Yeah, I want to go home right this moment. I can only imagine a future where I get scolded. Why is this even happening?
Toru-kun.
Oh, Hyogami-san. Wait, what?
What?
No. It's nothing. What a surprise. I thought a beautiful woman had suddenly approached me. Looks like Hyogami-san wears her hair down at home.
Come inside. You have to follow me to get inside the mansion.
Yes.
Don't be so nervous. We're getting married, aren't we?
Impossible! There aren't many people who wouldn't be nervous around Hyogami-san. I'll do my best.
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Come inside.
Yes.
Speaking of which, did you take a bath?
Huh? Oh, yes. I did.
I see. Then all that's left is dinner. It's already cooked, so let's eat it together.
You went out of your way to make some...
I was just making mine anyway. Besides, isn't this the kind of thing the wife is supposed to do?
Thank you very much. Is she the type of person who takes good care of you at home?
But more importantly, how long are you going to keep calling me Hyogami-san?
What?
That's enough. You should call me by my first name.
Yes, you're right. Shizuka-san. Is that okay?
Yeah. Why not?
It's kind of embarrassing. And very scary.
You'll get used to it. Well, here we are.
When the elevator stopped, I followed Shizuka-san down and went right into her room. Then I ate Shizuka-san's home-cooked meal. I thought it was going to be something close to a failure. But surprisingly, the food looked very delicious. And the food tasted so good, it was almost as if it came from a restaurant. Apparently, Shizuka-san can not only work, but cook as well.
How is it?
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, that's good.
That's strange. Shizuka-san looks so cute. Somehow, her aura was completely different from when she's in the office. She seems much softer. Even after that, Shizuka-san was very kind to me. She would take great care of me, and she even made a cup of herbal tea for us, because it was right before bed. She seems like such a different person that I wonder if she was really the same person as that devilish boss. And just as I was thinking about that...
Well, let's go to sleep together then.
For some reason, we were supposed to sleep together. We're gonna sleep together?
Husbands and wives are supposed to sleep together, aren't they?
I've been thinking about it for some time, but isn't she a bit presumptuous when it comes to marital relations? We don't have to sleep together.
What did you say?
Nothing. She scares me because her bossy side comes out from time to time. I didn't say anything that would put you in a bad mood.
The question is, which one of us will...
What?
Should I cuddle you and go to sleep? Or should I let you cuddle me?
What? We're going to go that far on the first day? Am I allowed?
I'm older than you, and I'm your boss. So maybe it's better if I cuddle you. And I prefer that too. But I guess the man has to take the lead?
So,
which do you prefer?
you're asking me? I thought we should just sleep normally.
The beginning is key. We need to set the tone.
How serious is she? I was pushed along after all, and we ended up sleeping in this position. There's no way I can sleep like this.
This is nerve-wracking.
Yes, it is. Huh? What are you doing? I looked at Shizuka-san in surprise when she suddenly started stroking my head.
Nothing. It's just that you're always working so hard, and I thought I'd give you a little extra credit for that.
Do I look like I'm working hard?
You're trying, although you're clumsy and have no sense.
I apologize.
Do you know what's wrong with you?
No.
It's how you try to do everything on your own, and don't ask your seniors or people like me for help.
Huh?
You have to develop your senses. The only way to do that is to see how other people do their jobs and gain experience. But since you're too busy doing your own work, you don't see what's going on around you. It's great that you're taking responsibility for your own work, but you can't change forever unless you learn how to do it by asking me or your seniors, okay?
That's why she's been telling me all along that it's impossible for me to make it with my lack of experience and lack of sense? But if that's the case, I wanted her to say so directly.
I think you're cute.
What? Cute? What do you mean?
I like your hardworking mentality and diligence. I scold you often because it's frustrating not being able to see you grow. I wanted you to become an independent person as soon as possible. I don't know, I thought you were cute, but I didn't see you in a romantic light. But when you confronted me with the marriage certificate and found out how you felt about me, I thought it might be a good idea to marry you.
Is that so? What should I do? There's no way I can tell her it was a mistake now!
To be honest, when you handed me that envelope, I thought you had offered me your resignation letter. So I was shocked. I was trying to train you to become independent, but I thought I might have been wrong in the way I guided you.
I see. I'm sorry. I was actually going to submit my resignation.
But the fact that you gave me the marriage certificate means that you liked me being strict on you, right?
Huh?
I was relieved. I wasn't wrong in the way I've been teaching you, and you knew where I was coming from. So from now on, I'll be even more strict for you.
Is that why you were more strict than usual today?
I've already told you what's wrong, and if I don't see any growth from here, you know what's going to happen.
In front of Shizuka-san, who looked lively as ever, I could only give her an awkward laugh. After that, being attracted to Shizuka-san, I told her the truth about what had happened before we registered our marriage at the government office. It made Shizuka-san very angry, but she ended up forgiving me. She then reevaluated her guidance and became a very gentle person at the company. Just as she was at home, people at the company were rather afraid of Shizuka-san when they saw how much softer she had become. I, who knew what was actually going on, began to enjoy my work. Then, Shizuka-san and I officially registered our marriage and held a wedding ceremony while thinking about the happy days ahead.
I failed again. I'm currently in my 4th year of college and trying to find a job. My name is Hiroki Inamori, and I have lost count of how many times I failed at my job interviews. I have one more company. If I fail here, I'm gonna be a graduate with no job. I was completely at a loss for work, but I was banking on the last company. Then, that same day...
Where is Mommy?
For some reason, I came across the lost little girl. Damn, gonna be late. I have an interview in 30 minutes. Hey, Missy, what's wrong? Where's your mommy? Oh, she must be scared. I'm okay. You can trust me. I want to help you.
Mommy!
Wait, hang on!
This weird guy is talking to me.
Please don't say that! Oh no, I was just trying to help this little girl. She's lost. Damn it, what do I do? I'll do what I saw on manga once. Do you like cats?
Kitty!
You like cats?
Yeah, I love cats.
Good, she finally calmed down. Can you tell me your name?
Nut-chan. It's Nut-chan.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it to the interview. I called the company that I was supposed to have an interview with and let them know that I wouldn't make it. It couldn't be helped. I had to help this girl in trouble. So, where did you split up with your mother?
Huh? I don't have mommy.
Yeah, where did you lose mommy?
I think the store.
Why is she out, all alone? Maybe she's still there?
I followed someone that I thought was mommy, but it wasn't mommy.
I guess they were wearing similar clothes. Then you noticed that it wasn't your mom and you were lost. But why didn't you just go back to the store? Oh, sorry.
I didn't know which store it was.
I see. I looked around for some department stores, and the first store I went to was exactly the one I was looking for. I took her to the help desk and they made an announcement. The mother showed up real quick. Apparently, she was looking for her daughter. She didn't ask for an announcement because she figured that it wouldn't make the girl come to the help desk. Plus, she didn't want to draw attention to a little girl who happened to be lost.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I can ever thank you enough.
Oh, it wasn't a big deal, really. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I just didn't make it to my very important interview. I don't know what I'm going to say to my parents.
I have to thank you. Wait. Didn't I meet you about 4 years ago?
Huh?
Remember 4 years ago when I was struggling on the sidewalk?
Oh, you're that same pregnant lady! Yeah, that was when I was a senior in high school. I was working towards my college entrance exams and I saw a woman that was acting like she was struggling on the side of the road. She said that she was going through labor, so I called an ambulance and helped her out. I didn't know that was you!
Yeah, imagine the coincidence.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
This young man helped you and I.
Really? He's so cool.
I just helped out a little bit.
You're a hero.
What? Why?
Because you saved our lives. That makes you a hero.
You're so young and cute.
Thank you for saving me. Again.
Oh, it was just luck.
But you saved us nonetheless. Oh, sorry, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Asuka Tasuka. This is my daughter, Natsumi.
I'm Nut-chan.
We call her Nachan ever since she was born. Then she started calling herself Nachan. Oh, here, take my business card too.
Wow, you have a business card too. The CEO of Kanon Limited!
Yeah. You might be surprised that I'm a CEO of a big company at this age.
No, I'm more surprised because I was just about to go to my final interview this afternoon.
What happened?
Oh, it's nothing. I don't want to make her worried about it.
I see. Oh, can you tell me your name?
Oh, I'm Hiroki Inamori.
Mr. Inamori, nice to meet you. Do you have any plans?
Oh, kind of. I have to at least show up at the company.
I see. Well, then let me show you my gratitude another day.
You really don't have to worry about it. I'll be going now.
Sure. Thank you again.
Thank you. Let's play again.
Bye-bye! I went to the company that was interviewing me, but...
I'm sorry. I can't give you special treatment, so...
Since I couldn't prove that I wasn't making up the story, I was unable to interview. I might have been able to pull it off if I spoke to the CEO, but I don't want her to think that I was upset by anything. I'll just go home if I can't find a job. Then the next day... Huh? Miss Tozaka?
Hello, Mr. Inamori. Can I come inside?
Sure, come on in. She didn't actually come to repay me already, did she?
I thought you had already left for school, but I'm glad to have caught you in time.
I actually don't have class today. Did you come here from work?
Yeah. I had something that I wanted to speak to you about. Do you have a moment?
Sure. How do you know where I live?
Well, I looked at this.
Oh, my resume.
You can imagine the look on my face when I saw this on my desk. I heard that there was an interviewee that didn't show up, and when I looked, it was you. What a coincidence. Seriously. Yesterday, you were planning on interviewing with us, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you say something to me? You saved my daughter when she was lost, and I could have vouched for you. More than anything, I'm the CEO, so I would have made sure you got your interview.
I really didn't want you to think that I was doing anything for something in return. I kind of helped on my own will.
You know, you're nice, but kind of dumb. I'm the one that's causing trouble for you, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. Besides, I'm assuming if you're still interviewing this late into the recruitment season, you're probably having some trouble, no?
I mean, yeah.
That's not really something you should laugh about.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't come here to complain or lecture you. It looks like you were able to get to the final interview at our company. I'm here to scout you.
Huh?
When I looked at your resume, I saw it was you, and knowing that I was the reason you couldn't make it, I had to fix this.
But what about the time?
I know what kind of person you are, so it's no problem. However, I won't be able to have you work in sales like you had hoped for.
Oh? Where would I be working?
Well, I was hoping that I would have you work in sales on my way here, but I was worried because of how good of a person you are.
What do you mean?
Simply put, I'm worried someone will trick you.
I see.
How about working as my secretary?
Secretary? I have no experience in that.
It's okay, as long as you learn on the job. I want someone who I can trust, right?
I see. I'm just happy if I can work.
Great. Then I'll put in the word to get the paperwork started. I'll contact you again on a later date.
She went home after our little interview. She is the CEO after all. I'm sure she's busy. She took time out of her busy day to come talk to me. I have nothing but gratitude for her. A few days later, I filled out the paperwork to officially sign up for the position, and I was set to start working as soon as I graduated.
Hey, let's play!
I heard my doorbell and Nachan was there.
Hey, Nachan, you say hello first. Hello, Mr. Inamori.
Hello!
Hello! How can I help you? I'm sorry.
She just wouldn't stop saying she wanted to play with you.
You won't come out at all, so I came to you!
I'm sorry. I didn't know that she was serious about hanging out. Come on in.
Thank you. What do you say, Nachan?
Thank you!
You're welcome. What do you want to do today?
I want to play pretend.
I'm sorry, I don't have any toys.
Oh, I figured this would happen, so I brought some of her toys.
Wow, look at the CEO. Well, I guess Mom being prepared.
Nachan is the mommy. You're the daddy.
Okay.
Mama
Sure.
is the cat.
Okay. Wait, the cat?
Yeah, the cat.
Not the daughter?
Cat.
I think you should have a daughter role, don't you think? Okay. Don't be so upset.
She really likes cats. Afterwards, I played tea time with Nachan. Generally, she only interacted with me. Then sometimes she would talk to the cat, but...
Meow,
She would get mad if Miss Tozaka wasn't completely a cat, so she was embarrassed, but she did it. It was somehow cute. Calm down. She's married.
Huh? Your heart hurts, Daddy?
Oh, I'm okay, Mommy. I'm okay. I could feel my heart beating out of my chest playing pretend. After I graduated, I started to work for Miss Tozaka, but they always came over to play. She should have a husband. Does he not care? I don't mind though, because we weren't doing anything weird. Maybe it was okay. I'm just playing with Nachan.
I guess she's tired.
Miss Asuka is an incredibly attractive woman, and I could feel myself being drawn to her. Yeah, it would seem so.
Thank you for always playing with her. She seems to be having fun recently. I'm really happy.
Really?
Yeah, she was always a little sad, but,
Why was that?
well, she doesn't have a father.
Huh?
He ran away when I was pregnant with her.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, so she's been growing up not knowing the face of her father. So I figured she looks at you as a father figure.
Me as the father figure.
I have something I want to ask you. Will you hear me out?
Something you wanted to ask me?
Yes. Will you be her father?
Ah, I see. What? Me, the dad? You mean...
Yes. Please marry me.
Seriously?
Yes.
You're okay with that? I understand for Nachan, but marrying me?
I'm not saying it just for her. I've seen you as a person, so, you know, I just like you personally too. You're always so kind to us, and you always work so hard at work. I fell for how good of a person you are.
I'm surprised that you see me that way. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been interested in you as well.
Really?
Yes. You're incredibly beautiful, and watching you be a great mother towards Nachan, I just kept falling for you. So I felt bad for your husband, but I'm glad you confessed to me.
So your answer is?
Of course, I'd love to.
Yes. Let's go out, Mr. Hiroki.
And that's how we started dating.
You're going to be my daddy?
After talking to Miss Asuka, Nachan came clinging onto my leg, knowing that I would be moving to her house. Yeah, I hope you're okay with that.
I'm happy. I'm going to call you Daddy from now on.
Apparently, Miss Asuka was right. She did see me as a father.
Hey, Daddy?
Yeah? I gotta get used to her calling me dad.
Pick me up.
Oh, okay. She's never asked to be picked up before. Maybe it's because I'm her father now? Oh, she's so cute.
She's totally your little girl now. You happy, Nachan?
Yeah.
I've made dinner. Let's go eat.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't have to be so formal. We're getting married, so...
Oh, yes, ma'am. I mean,
Let's just slowly adapt.
yes, ma'am. I mean, yeah, let's.
Yeah, Mommy and Daddy are getting along. I'm glad.
Oh, come on, Nachan.
We put in the paperwork and officially became husband and wife. I look after Nachan like she's my own, and I work supporting Asuka while studying accounting. 1 year later, we were able to have another life. We're gonna start a family of 4, but that's a story for another day. Right now, we are going to celebrate life with my family.
It was my first summer as an 11th grader. This was when many of my classmates got sick from the changing seasons. My name is Kazuha Tsunemura. I'm one of the healthiest guys around, and I've never gotten sick. It was such a strength of mine that I even wrote it on my resume. Hey, Kazuha! One day, I was preparing to go home after school when some of my classmates called me over. Did you need something? Why are there so many of you? We're actually planning on going to the local karaoke bar. Ah, this was an invite to an after-school gathering. For the young people living out their last years of high school, it's an important part of their life. I honestly didn't know them very well. Nonetheless, I was their classmate. They probably invited me after seeing how bored I was. You want me to go that much? I guess I'll go. Man, being popular is so... So in the meantime, could you take these papers to Kusunoki? What? You're not inviting me for karaoke? Not only that, you're giving me extra work? Yeah, but don't you always refuse, saying, I need to watch my anime? But that's your job, not mine! Stop whining. Don't be so cranky, Tsunemura.
Hey, wanna go with us, Sunichi? It'll be fun.
No thank you. I need to watch my anime. See? You refused again! Well, I knew you'd say that. You always refuse. At least do us a favor this time, would you? Our teacher told me to take it to Kusunoki, but my house is a long way from her house. I'd go if I could, but I just can't take it over. With that, he passed me the papers. And I was to give those to Kusunoki. The only problem was... So what's the real reason? I don't really want to. She's always so suspicious. To be blunt, Kusunoki had a reputation for being the gloomy girl in class. Kusunoki was one of my classmates. She didn't have many friends, and I'd rarely seen her talk to anyone. If anything, she was hardly noticed by others, and she was often absent from class. To be fair, I didn't talk that much with my classmates either, so personally, I didn't feel so strongly about her. See you later, Kazuha! Wait! I promise, I'll buy you a smoothie. Later! I was annoyed by his idea that a single smoothie would make up for my extra work. He ignored me, though, and left with his friends. So I was given the simple, yet irritating task of delivering homework to the Kusunoki residence. This should be the right place. Being here for the first time, I felt a bit unsure if I had found the right house. It probably was, though, judging from the address and the house's nameplate. Let's just get this over with. I rang the doorbell, hoping it would be short and I could hurry home to catch my anime episodes.
Hello?
Hi, this is Tsunemura. I'm one of Azusa-san's classmates.
Wait, Tsunemura-kun?
A female voice answered me. I'd only given her my name, but I could tell she was in a rush on the other side of the intercom. I didn't know what that was about, but it was probably best to just pass on the papers. I'm here to deliver today's homework.
I'm on my way!
And so, I waited for her to come out. Now that I think about it, isn't this the first time I visited a girl at her house? I wasn't exactly here to chill out with her, but I couldn't help but feel a bit nervous. Being the two-dimensional being I was, this was the first time I'd visited a girl I knew at her house. Well, this is Kusunoki. I probably have nothing to worry about. Being the quiet and gloomy character she was, I likely had no need to be anxious. If anything, she would probably be more nervous than I was.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Finally, the door opened and... Huh? Out of the doorway appeared a beautiful young girl. Smooth, long hair hung down to her hips, her eyes were adorable, and her features so elegant. In a single moment, it looked as if an angel had appeared to greet me.
Thank you for sending my homework.
As she gave me her thanks, You're a trespasser, aren't you?
What? That's mean!
I was so shocked that I almost called the police on her. I didn't know who this girl was. This should have been Azusa-san's house. She wore glasses and had braided pigtails. According to my teacher, she lived with her parents as their only child. If that was the case, if you're not a trespasser, then you're a thief!
It's me! This is my house!
How? This should be Kusunoki-san's house!
I'm telling you! I'm Azusa Kusunoki! This is my house!
What did you say? I couldn't believe this adorable girl was the same gloomy classmate at school. How? What kind of trick is this?
You know you're being really rude, right?
It was simply shocking. I'm sorry, it's just, you're so beautiful. She was so different from the girl I knew.
Thanks. I haven't been told that for a while now.
It was only natural. I was sure most people had avoided her with the negative impression she gave off at school. But right now, she was a different person, and that dark vibe about her had completely disappeared.
Tsunemura-kun, would you like to come inside?
Kusunoki-san suddenly opened the door up and ushered me in. What? Excuse me? I only came to give her her homework. I didn't intend to stay a while.
Huh? Isn't it normal to invite visitors inside?
It wasn't exactly normal. I started to get worried she might get tricked by someone in the future.
Just come on in. My mom brought some refreshments the other day.
Well, okay, sure. Thus, I was invited into a young girl's house for the first time in my life. What am I doing here? As I was thinking that...
Here's your tea, Cinemerican.
Oh, thank you. After I sat down on the sofa, Kusunoki-san brought over refreshments for us to drink.
These candies are great. Feel free to try them out. I'm so excited. This is the first time I invited a classmate over.
Kusunoki-san then sat down with me, her eyes beaming with curiosity. And I didn't really know what to say to her. The first time, I thought you'd have lots of people over.
I actually don't have any friends, so...
That was probably because of her typical appearance at school. If she were to go to school like she is now, she'd be one of the most popular girls in the place, not to mention having many admirers.
I tried to make friends, but I never had much luck.
How so?
I actually used to work as a fashion model.
Fashion model? Seeing her good looks, it wouldn't be surprising to see her as a fashion model. I googled her name to confirm it, and the results showed shots of her posing in swimsuits.
Don't just search out my name like that!
Crap! My nose was bleeding! I closed the browser on my phone, feeling guilty over what I saw. Kusunoki-san then turned to me with angry eyes.
Don't you know you shouldn't look up models on the internet when you're with them in person?
I'm pretty sure that applies to everyone, not just models.
Then why were you Googling my name?
It was just pure curiosity, I swear! It's strange, though. I think I saw the word retired when I looked her up.
Cinemerican, you're so weird.
What? I wasn't sure how to respond to her bluntness.
Oh wait, that's not what I meant! I mean, you don't really do anything after seeing me like this!
Well, it would obviously become a scandal if I did something. Besides, I've never been interested in anything other than escaping reality.
It's just, when I worked as a model, a lot of men looked at me the wrong way, so...
She had a point. If her schoolmates knew she was a model, she'd attract a lot of attention. And with her looks, it wouldn't be surprising if some boys started to have bad intentions with her. Personally, I'd only been interested in anime girls though, so I never felt like doing anything like that in real life. Wait, then you dress the way you do in school because...
Yeah, I figured people wouldn't notice if I changed my hair.
I see. That's why you give off that gloomy character you always...
So that's how people see me?
Oh, she didn't know that!
I've always been bad at socializing. I've never been able to make any friends. So, if you're willing, could you...
She mumbled, with a shy expression on her face. I felt my face turn red as I noticed her cute, embarrassed eyes.
Could you be my friend?
Nervous as she was, she managed to ask me what she wanted, and I told her, of course I will.
You will?
How could I say no?
Cinemerican! No, thank you! Thank you so much!
She just wanted to be friends with me, yet she was overjoyed for such a humble request. Even I felt happy as I saw her cheerful face.
Now that we're friends, could we... I heard that friends should bake together.
Who told you that? I got even more concerned that someone might take advantage of her in the future. For the first few days of our friendship, I couldn't help but feel worried for her. The next day...
Good morning, Cinemerican.
Kusunoki-san appeared at my doorstep. Why are you here?
I heard that friends walked to school together, so
I felt like she was just making up an excuse to meet up with me before school. Still, okay, just give me a minute to get dressed. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I don't mind. It's okay.
Kusunoki-san gave me a timid smile as I came out the door. I wondered if that stuttering tone was normal for her. She wasn't like that yesterday. Never mind. Shall we go?
Yes.
You seem really nervous.
Well, yes. This is the first time I've gone to school with a friend. I just became friends with you yesterday. I keep getting worried that I might be causing trouble for you.
I don't really mind. I think it's normal for friends to walk together.
Really?
Yep, just relax.
Then, could I splash water on your face whenever I want?
No, please don't. That would only get her in trouble. We chatted all the way to school. We talked about the things we liked and what we do on the weekends, among other things. As the conversation went on, Kusunoki-san loosened up and talked to me the same way we did at her house. But when we arrived at school and entered the classroom, something unexpected happened. Look, Tsunemura just came in with Kusunoki. What happened with those two yesterday? When I came in with Kusunoki-san, it caused a commotion among our classmates. I knew everyone else only saw Kusunoki-san as the dark, gloomy girl in class. I couldn't make out, though, why it was so strange for them to simply see me come into class at the same time as her.
Cinemuricon, let's go to the rooftop. I feel uncomfortable here.
Maybe you should change your look. I feel like if you don't, everyone will only get more suspicious and you won't be able to make more friends. She was shy and timid, but she really was a kind and beautiful girl. Especially with the rumors going around, I thought it might have been better to change her appearance. As I talked to her, though, I noticed that Kusunoki-san seemed to have blanked out. Kusunoki-san? Were you listening? It was starting to feel awkward and lonely talking to her without a response, especially with no one else on the rooftop.
Huh? Oh, sorry. It's just, I've always wanted to eat together with a friend. I guess I got distracted.
Never mind. It's okay. Hearing her words, I knew that I had to do something for this kind girl. As her first friend, I just had to do something. All right, Kusunoki-san. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. That day after school, Kusunoki-san invited me over to her house again.
Permission to speak!
Kusunoki-san had changed from her school uniform to her casual clothes. She waved her hand in an adorable way. Yep, permission granted.
Thank you! I'd really like to go out with a friend!
I found myself teary-eyed after hearing her words. She was a high schooler. I could only imagine how she grew up without any friends. I just knew I had to grant her wish. Then I'll go with you. Let's meet sometime this weekend.
Yay! Thank you, Cinemuricon! That reminds me, you like anime and manga, right?
Quite a bit, yes.
I'm a fan too. So, would you care to watch with me?
I'd love to. What do you want to watch?
I love this scene!
So do I. Still, I honestly never thought you liked anime.
A cameraman from my modeling job recommended it to me once. I've been watching ever since.
Cool. Oh, the heroine just blushed.
I've always wanted friends.
As I was getting into the show, she muttered those words. This was the scene where the protagonists bonded together in friendship. At the time, I didn't fully understand what she was thinking as she watched that scene. You have a friend.
I sure do.
After that, we somehow achieved the impossible by watching the entire first season of the one cool anime. By the time we finished, it was already dark.
Would you want to stay for the night?
What? I didn't expect her to make such an absurd suggestion, even if it was already late.
But isn't it typical for friends to sleep over?
I think that would only apply if you were with another girl. I would definitely need to teach her what typical friends were like later on. A week later, for the most part, life went on as usual. I was the same boring person in class, and school wasn't all that different. The only thing was... you okay? You're spending a lot of time with Kusunoki recently. It's not normal to stick around with someone like her. Want to come hang out with us? My classmates started to be concerned about my being with Kusunoki, and it made me angry inside. No thank you. Man, you're weird. Ollie if you ever need us. With that, my classmates left me alone. Man, are they annoying. I let out a sigh after they left.
Cinemura-kun?
That was when Kusunoki-san appeared in the doorway. You heard that?
Yeah.
She overheard what my classmates said to me. After hearing all that, it would only be natural for her to feel hurt. I felt guilty for some reason, despite the fact I was the one who defended her. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Just let them say whatever they want.
But doesn't that bother you?
She said, her voice tearing up. She was worried for me, despite the fact those comments were aimed at her. She's too kind, I thought, as I gently lifted her hair and peeked at her eyes. It's okay. I don't mind.
Tsunemura-kun.
We're going out tomorrow. Don't be so sad. Kusunoki-san looks stunned.
Tsunemura-kun, thank you. I feel better already.
She answered, with the cute smile of the beautiful girl I've come to know. Under those bangs, the dark impression about her had disappeared. I'm excited for tomorrow.
I can't wait either. Don't be late, okay?
I promise I'll sleep tight for tomorrow. As she smiled, I found myself feeling even more excited for tomorrow.
Tsunemura-kun. That night, I kept thinking about Tsunemura-kun. He was the first real friend I've ever made. I'm glad I mustered up the courage to talk to him. Ever since I started working as a model, I've never had any friends. It's no surprise. I've always been shy. Didn't even go to school much because of my job. Never understood how to make friends. And if everyone knew about me being a model... In truth, the attention I got was especially bad in 9th grade. It was so stressful back then. But Tsunemura-kun is different. Tsunemura-kun accepted me for who I was, even when he knew about me being a model. He became my friend and even defended me when others gossiped about me. Am I falling in love? My heart was pounding. I felt my heartbeat getting faster just by thinking about him. I can't wait for tomorrow. I slept soundly, thinking only about Tsunemura-kun that night.
So came the day when I would meet up with Kusunoki-san. I was so excited that I arrived 20 minutes early. Darn, I came too early. I guessed it was okay, though. I had my phone with me, so it wouldn't be so boring to wait for her. Now that I think of it, this is my first day out with a girl. Thanks to my boring personality, I'd never gone out for fun like this with someone else. Wait, wouldn't that mean we're on a date? I was going out with a girl, just the two of us. Looking at us, it'd only be natural for someone to think of us as a couple, but we were friends to begin with, so this just had to be different.
There you are!
Oh! She had done up her long, straight hair just like she had at home. Her outfit was gorgeous and made her look all the more beautiful.
How do I look?
You look great. I could hear the people around us murmuring about how cute she was.
Thanks.
She gave me an innocent giggle. My heart pounded as I saw her blush. Let's go then.
Yes, we're going to the movies first, right?
Yep. I didn't decide on which movie though. So let's see when we get there. As I did my best to hide my reddened face, we walked together to the movie theater. We couldn't find an anime movie though, so we ended up watching a popular young romance film instead.
That was intense.
It was. After watching that, both of us weren't quite sure what to say. I think we kept going back to the kissing scenes.
So, that's what it's like to kiss.
Wait! If that's all she took from it, I wasn't sure what to do after this. This is a movie couples would watch together. Maybe we chose the wrong genre.
It's...
You could also watch it with another girl, but a girl and boy just watching it for fun feels so weird. There was a cute girl next to me and a passionate love story on the screen in front of me. I couldn't help but feel awkward watching that with a girl I was simply friends with.
It was fun, though.
Yeah, I guess it isn't bad to watch other kinds of movies from time to time.
That too, but... It's fun to watch movies with a friend. I actually quit modeling because I wanted friends.
Really?
Yes, I couldn't go to school often and I felt too shy to make friends with fellow models. Yet, I kept feeling drawn to my favorite anime characters and how they had fun with their friends.
So that's why you quit modeling.
You can probably guess the rest.
I could imagine, with how she was before we became friends.
I really do feel happy now. Every day is so fun. Ever since you became my friend.
I'm glad to hear that, but you should try to make other friends too. I mean, you probably should have other friends. You'll have more fun than being friends with just me. It'll be nice to have other girls to be with too. Simply put, there was a limit to the fun things she could do with just me.
Do you think I can do it?
I know you can. I'll help you.
Tsunemura-kun, why are you doing all this for me?
Well, that was because we're friends. It's what friends do. That's what friends are for.
I really do love him.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, never mind.
Really? I was pretty sure I heard something. I guessed it was nothing though, if she said not to mind.
Alright, I'll do my best to make more friends!
Kusunoki-san then jumped to her feet as she fist-pumped the air in excitement. I felt happy for her. That's the spirit, Kusunoki-san. I'll help whenever I can.
Thanks, Tsunemura-kun. Let's go and have more fun.
With the awkwardness gone, we continued on with our day. We went to a lot of places. The arcade, shopping, stopping by the cafe. I could tell Kusunoki-san had fun the whole time, and it was just as fun for me to be with her. The next week, I always dreaded Mondays, but today was different. Strange. She didn't come with me. For these past few weeks, Kusunoki-san walked with me to school every day, but today she told me to go ahead without me. What was up with her? I was honestly a bit worried. Hey, who's that girl? I don't remember her being in our class. As I was worrying about Kusunoki-san, I noticed my classmates causing another commotion. Great. Starting the day with a ruckus.
Good morning, Tsunemura-kun.
Good morning. I was getting worried. Ah! The moment I looked, I couldn't hide my surprise. You're here like that?
You don't have to be so loud. It's embarrassing.
I apologized. But why did you make up so suddenly? You never came to school like that before. I kinda did wonder why she specifically never came to school like this, but...
I did my homework.
Homework?
You said I'd be able to make friends if I changed my appearance, so I
understood her. She remembered what I told her on the rooftop, and she changed her look as I suggested. Hey, isn't she... If she's sticking around with Tsunemura, it's gotta be Kusunoki! Wait, I've seen that girl! She's that model that retired a few months back! The entire class was shocked to see Kusunoki-san as she was now. It's only natural. She changed from the dark, shadowy student in class to the beautiful young girl she really was. Maybe I've already helped you with everything I could. I overheard the commotion surrounding us, but it sounded like no one was talking bad about her. Given time, I knew our schoolmates would want to get to know her, and she would have many friends. To be honest, I felt a little lonely about that.
Tsunemura-kun, there's something I need to tell you.
As I was thinking as such, Kusunoki-san called out to me. She looked as if she was trying her hardest not to be embarrassed. Then she said,
I love you, Tsunemura-kun!
Huh? It all started when I went to deliver Kusunoki-san her homework. She turned out to be a shy yet beautiful girl. Then I became her friend. Now she had confessed to me. When I went to give her her homework, I never imagined that it would lead to this. But I was so happy to hear that she loved me. Rin, be my girlfriend! No, be mine! This morning ruckus was a daily occurrence. At the center of it all was always Rin Himebana, well known as being the most beautiful girl in school. She also happened to be my childhood friend. Well, we're estranged by this point. But until middle school, we got on well and regularly hung out together. However, we stopped speaking not long after entering high school, and haven't spoken in a year. Guess this is just what it's like between girls and guys after puberty. One day, while I was thinking about that, Hey, have you seen? One of the new students is super cute. I saw. She's short, but she's hella cute. These guys making a racket again? They sure do like talking about girls.
Is there someone called Ichijo Nayota in this classroom?
Huh? That voice. Oh, it's the cute new girl from just now.
Who is she? She's so cute when she's flustered. She's like a little animal. I have to talk to Ichijo. Huh? Who? Ichijo? Big brother, where are you?
I could hear a desperate voice from inside the circle created by my classmates. I had a feeling I recognized the voice and headed towards the circle. Ah, it's Anne! I knew it!
Big brother!
Huh? She your little sis, Ichijo? I never knew Ichijo had such a cute sister. No, she's not my little sister. She's Rin's little sister. As I was about to tell them, I closed my mouth in a panic. Hardly any of the students at school know Rin and I were childhood friends. If I slipped up and let them know, Rin would probably get upset with me.
Big brother, shall we go home together?
Explaining to my classmates would have been a nuisance, so I took Anne with me when I went to collect my bags. So, you ended up coming to this school then?
Yes, I decided to because my big sister comes here, and you're here too.
Like Rin, Anne is also a childhood friend of mine. But unlike her cooler older sister, she's super friendly and adorable. Even back in middle school, she was always by my side and would call me Big Brother. It was really cute. But shouldn't you be going home with her? I thought it might be awkward if I called Rin by name, so I asked her in such a way that only Anne would understand who I meant.
My big sis is busy with the school committee, so she told me to go home first.
I see. Well then, shall we stop off somewhere on the way home?
Really? We can? In that case, I want to go for crepes.
Yeah, sure.
Woohoo! I've always dreamed of eating out with my big brother.
It's not a big deal.
Don't downplay it. I mean it.
Anne appeared to be sulking a little, but as promised, we stopped off to get crepes. Anne had a strawberry whipped crepe, and I had a chocolate whipped crepe.
That looks so yummy.
Yeah, it does. Shall we eat on the bench?
Crepes are so tasty.
Yeah. You look cute as always enjoying that crepe. I wish I had a little sister like you.
Want to try some too, big brother?
You sure?
Yes. I want to try yours too.
And so, we exchanged crepes and fed them to one another. Anyone looking on from the outside could only think we were really brother and sister.
Oh, by the way, I got a phone. Can we swap numbers, big brother?
Ooh, you did? Sure thing. Anne's parents wouldn't buy her a phone back in middle school because they thought she was too young. But they probably bought her one after entering high school because students tend to go out a lot at that age, and communication with friends would be difficult. With this, we can talk anytime.
Thanks, big brother. Can I message you whenever I want to?
Yeah, whenever you want. Anyway, shall we head home soon?
Okay. That reminds me. Why don't you hang out with my sister?
Huh? Why do you ask all of a sudden?
How come you got on so well in middle school that you were pretty much always together? But in high school, you're never together at all. You didn't have a fight, did you?
Yeah, I wonder why. When we started high school, she suddenly started avoiding me.
She did? Hey, big brother?
Huh? What's up?
I have a crush on you. If you and my sister aren't gonna be together, will you be my boyfriend? Is it a no?
No, It was so sudden and unexpected that my mind became chaotic. I doted on Anne like she was my own sister, but I'd never looked at her as a member of the opposite sex before. That's why, when she suddenly confessed her feelings for me, my brain couldn't process it.
Well, think about it, okay? I'll go home on my own from here.
Wait, Anne! She's gone. I can't believe she said she likes me. What do I do? Without question, Anne is a beautiful girl. Her personality's adorable too. But there's already someone
Is Ichijo here?
Visiting my classroom the next day was Rin, well known as the most beautiful girl in school. Ah, seriously? Did Anne tell Rin? Given the timing, I could only think of one reason for her visiting my classroom.
It's been a while, Ichijo.
Yeah, long time no see, Rin.
I want to speak with you. Will you come with me?
Okay. Why is Rin here to see Ichijo? First the cute girl from yesterday, now this? I heard the cute new girl from yesterday is Rin's sister, you know. Huh, in that case, could Rin and Ichijo's relationship be... No way!
Sit down.
Okay.
Now, what's going on? I'm sure you'll explain for me.
What's going on? With what?
Don't play dumb! With Anne! Is it true she asked you to be her boyfriend?
It's true.
Ah! You're joking me! It can't be!
She did. Surprising, right?
Of course it is! Why? I thought she only ever saw you as a big brother!
I know, right?
It's not a laughing matter! What are you gonna do?
What do you mean?
You're not actually gonna say yes, are you?
Why am I getting this from you?
Because she's like a little sister to you, isn't she?
It's not like we're blood relatives, though.
No way! Do you plan on saying yes? No, you can't do that! If you're gonna date her, you should date me!
Why the hell would you say that?
To stop you getting involved with my sister! If it means stopping you, make a move on her. I'll date you myself.
Won't you regret saying this?
Actually, I don't regret it at all. Never mind that. If you're gonna date my little sister, just date me.
Fine. I get it. Okay.
Really? Even after all this time?
Yeah. But are you sure this is really what you want?
Of course. It's better than you going out with Anne.
After becoming a couple in this way, we quickly decided to tell Anne about it.
You are? Okay. But is it still okay for me to be your little sister?
Yeah. Of course, that's totally fine.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm happy. I hope my big brother and sister will be happy together.
She said with a cute smile on her face. Wait, did she? No way.
Aren't you mad? Why would I be? I'm not mad. After all, I love my big brother and sister. So if you're dating, I'm happy. No way. Did you? Well then, I'm gonna head home first. Just take your time, okay? We've been tricked. I never thought the day would come when I was set up by my own sister.
She did that surprisingly well. Where do we go from here?
Well, it would feel weird going home like this. Shall we go and hang out somewhere?
Sure. I'm glad. I was sure you were gonna end things between us. So where do you want to go?
To get crepes.
I see.
What? Is that bad? I'm a girl too, you know. So there are times when I want to eat something sweet.
You don't have to get all flustered. Actually, you just really reminded me of your sister.
You laughed! You laughed at me!
I'm sorry. Come on. Don't get so mad.
Ichijo, you're actually really mean.
I said I'm sorry. Don't sulk. This is somehow nostalgic. After all, it's been a year since we've spoken like this. Rin and I made our way to the crepe shop while I reminisced over the past. And then...
That looks so yummy!
You even like the same things. You really do get along, huh? Shall we eat on that bench over there?
Okay, sure. Delicious!
I'm pleased. Yours looks good too. If you want some, you should just say so.
Not that kind of girl.
And just ask me for a bite normally, you know?
What? No way! You and Anne?
Actually, just pretend you didn't hear that.
There's no way I can do that! Did you two feed each other?
Well, but look, it was because I think of her as a little sister. It's not like I had any bad intentions.
Me too.
Huh?
Do it with me too!
Why would you ask me to do that?
I'm your girlfriend, right? If you did something with another girl, then do it with me too!
Oh, come on. You don't have to get so serious. It was only Anne.
That's irrelevant! Never mind that, just do it!
Fine. Okay then. Here it comes.
Okay.
So cute. Your face looks so innocent.
Hurry and put it in!
Sorry! Is it good?
I don't know.
Huh?
I couldn't taste it because I'm nervous.
Why are you so cute?
I couldn't taste it, so do it again.
Huh?
One more time. Please?
You're not being honest, but I think that's kinda cute. Okay, here it comes.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up feeding Rin. But she continued to open her mouth and demanded I feed her several more times, until eventually she'd eaten my entire portion. However, Rin was so cute when she opened her mouth that I felt like I was the lucky one. After that, at Rin's suggestion, we went to my bedroom. So, we came to my room. You want to play a game or something?
Why would we do that? Obviously, we're gonna do this.
Why?
What do you mean, why? We're dating, aren't we?
But isn't this going too far?
Isn't being intimate normal when you're dating? Why are you panicking?
Because you've never done anything like this until now.
Well, that's because we weren't dating before.
But this doesn't seem like the sort of thing you do.
Isn't that just prejudiced? Of course I would. With my boyfriend.
Anyway, wasn't this originally just so I wouldn't date Anne?
You should know when to stop. No matter how cute Anne is, there's no way I'd be doing this if I was just a stand-in.
Okay.
I like you, Ichijo. I've always loved you.
What? Then why have you been avoiding me ever since we started high school?
That was because I liked you too much.
You like me too much?
Talking to you suddenly felt embarrassing. I couldn't even look you directly in the eye anymore. That's why I avoided you.
But how could you... Do you have any idea how much it weighed on my mind?
Well, if it did, you should have come and talked to me. You didn't try talking to me, did you?
That's because after the first few times, I realized how cold you were being towards me. If a guy gets treated like that by a girl, he's not gonna bother trying anymore.
Coward.
You're one to talk. That's why Anne was worried and felt like she had to get involved.
Surely that applies to both of us.
No, you're the one who made things complicated. I liked you too. We could have been together a long time ago.
Huh? Well, in that case, you should have hurried up and told me how you felt. You should have told me in middle school. That's why you're a coward.
What? No, you... Maybe it's because we used to squabble a lot in the past, but we ended up squabbling again. In doing so, we were able to understand each other's feelings once more and became a proper couple. As for Anne, it seems like she noticed that Rin and I had feelings for each other and did what she thought she had to make Rin be honest about that. After causing Anne so much worry, we promised to continue being honest with each other going forward. But it didn't last. It turns out we're both so stubborn that it's hard for us to admit our true feelings to each other.
It's nice to meet you all. My name is Marin Kotori. I will do my best to learn fast so I can be of use as soon as possible. I hope I can live up to your expectations.
She was so beautiful. I've only encountered this kind of beauty once in my life. I've seen her once before. She has her hair up, but I'm positive she's the CEO of our company. Her real name is Marin Kujoin. Former CEO passed away at a young age, and she succeeded in his position. I, Ikuma Furuya, have seen the CEO once before. It was back when she just took over. She was very different back then. She looks like a completely different person. Back when I met her for the first time, she was cold and strict. Scary, to be honest. But now, she has a bright and cheerful appearance. Wow, you see how pretty she is? I know! Let's invite her for some drinks! If only they knew who she was. How could they not recognize her? I bet they were sleeping when she got introduced as a CEO. Let's see! Ikuma! I want you to be in charge of Marin's training. What? Me? I'm planning on putting her on your team. Since you're the team leader, it would only be right. You gotta be kidding me. Please, Ikuma. There's no one else I could ask to do this job. Oh, he's desperate. Of course. He knows that she's the CEO and he wants to flee from the responsibility. I understand. I was afraid of what the CEO might think of me if I rejected her, so I decided to go along with it.
I'm looking forward to this, Mr. Furuya.
Likewise, Miss Kotari. Since she's acting like a new employee, I guess I should pretend that I don't realize who she is. My name is Ikuma Furuya. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Yes, sir.
After ending the introduction, I brought Miss Kotari to her desk and started the training. Hey, there are some files I want you to read through. They're mainly about company rules, explanations on how to access certain folders, and how to keep track of your time card.
Okay.
She's so focused. I have no idea why she's pretending to be a new employee, but she seems to be very serious about her work. None of the employees in our department slack off, so I'm sure she's not here to check up on that. Why is she here? Anyways, I gotta make sure I don't say anything rude. I don't ever want to get on her bad side.
Mr. Furuya,
Yes, what is it?
I finished going through all the files you told me to. What should I do next?
Okay then, Miss Kotari, do you have any experience with programming?
Programming?
Oh no. This is the system development department. She has no idea what programming is? What the heck am I supposed to assign to her if she can't do anything?
I'm sorry for the lack of experience.
Oh, no, it's okay. How about we make some time for lessons so you can learn about programming?
Lessons? I don't think our company provides any lessons to employees.
Keep your mouth shut! People might find out who you are if you say things like that. Only an employee of the company would know that information. A new employee would never know that! Let's just start with this. Here, we could do it together for now. I'll start by explaining what programming is.
Oh, thank you very much.
I explained everything Miss Kotare needed to know about programming. As expected, she's a fast learner, and the lesson went smoothly without any problems. Let's see. How about we learn about coding languages from this book?
Oh, that's a thick book.
Well, there is a lot of information to learn about. Don't worry, you won't have to memorize the whole thing today. Let's take it slow.
Will I be able to memorize all that?
Oh, you only have to memorize the basic parts. Actually, as long as you know how the codes affect the system, you can look them up whenever you need to. You don't have to memorize all of it.
What a relief. I think I'll be able to handle that.
Okay, let's do this. The truth is, just using the codes the way the books describe it could lead to major mistakes and problems. But that could happen to anyone, so I shouldn't tell her now. It'll just get her worried. I could see Miss Kotari studying hard. She had her nose in the book all day to get used to the codes. I don't think she'll be here long enough to learn everything about programming, but who am I to stop her if she wants to learn about it? Meanwhile, I worked on my assignments and discussed work issues with my colleagues. Miss Kotari, it's time for your lunch break. You should rest your eyes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Mr. Furuya?
What is it?
Would you like to join me for lunch? We work together. I want to get to know you better.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I still got a lot of work to do.
Huh? But it's time for our lunch break.
Well, I have something I want to finish before the afternoon, so you can go ahead and...
So you will be working during your break time?
Well, no, Crap. I forgot she was the CEO.
Do you realize it would be a big problem if that were to be true?
Please forget what I said. Let's go eat.
I'm glad you said that. Where do you want to go?
Well, is there anything you want to eat? I was close. I felt like she just grabbed at my heart. Isn't she supposed to be new and innocent? Why does she turn on her CEO switch from time to time? I should be more careful about what comes out of my mouth.
Do you have any favorites? I'm not familiar with the restaurants around here.
You are the CEO. Oh, I get it. You only go to expensive places since you are the CEO. Do you like anything in particular?
Well, no. Oh, I almost forgot. I would like to try the food called ramen.
You've never eaten ramen before?
Nope. I've always been curious about it, but I never dared to go into a ramen shop alone.
Everybody who has an ordinary life has had ramen. Was she raised in a bird's cage or something? Her family must be filthy rich if she's never had ramen in her life. Alright, let's go to a ramen shop then.
Yes! I'm so excited.
And so we decided we would have ramen for lunch that day. So delighted as she followed me, but I needed to keep in mind that she was the CEO. I have to make sure I make no mistakes.
This is the ramen. Oh, it's so tasty.
Don't overstuff yourself.
Okay.
She looks like a girl eating chocolate for the first time. She looks so innocent, a lot younger than her actual age. Wait, I wonder who is older, the CEO or me? I let my thoughts wander as I finished my ramen. After that, we went back to the office. Ms. Kotori continued to study diligently, and we both worked hard until the end of the day. Hey, Ms. Kotori, you can pack up and go home now. I told Ms. Kotori it was time to get off work and head home.
Thanks. I guess I'll get going then. Mr. Furuya, you should head home too.
Ha! Good job today! I won't be going home anytime soon, but I shouldn't tell her since she'll probably scold me. I always stay at the office late, and I go home on the last train. I also work on weekends too. To tell you the truth, I've become a slave for the company. But there's nothing I can do about this situation. Somebody has to do the work. What? Oh my gosh. This girl is so behind on her work. So is this one. There's a program called WBS, which supervises the employee's work progress. I checked it and I was horrified to see the report. I try as hard as I can to support my team members, but since I was so focused on Miss Kotori today, I didn't spend as much time on the others. I felt bad. My actions have put a burden on all my team members. Still, maybe I should quit this company. I work till late every night, and I don't get days off on weekends. I work my ass off, but it's still not enough to get the work done. It's too much. I was about to reach breaking point. As I was swimming in my pool of thoughts...
You know you can't quit, right?
Huh? Miss Kotori? Why are you...
Do you remember me telling you to go home early today? Why are you still at the office working all alone?
Well, there's just so much left to do.
That doesn't mean you can overwork yourself like this. Mr. Furuya, I'm aware that you overwork yourself every night. You even come in on the weekends.
How do you know that?
I had some research done before coming here. You've probably already realized this, but I'm not a new employee. I'm the CEO of this company.
What? Why did you decide to reveal your identity?
Because there's no need to hide it anymore. The only reason why I pretended to be new was to check up on how you were doing.
Check up on me?
I checked your time card and I found out that you work overtime every single day. But I know that you stay a lot longer than the time you punch your time card. I needed to know what was going on. I had to find out what was causing you to work like a slave. Asked your boss about it, but he wouldn't give me a proper answer. That's why I decided to come and see for myself.
I apologize.
Mr. Furuya.
What? What is it?
I know that you are exhausted. Please, go home and rest.
But I still have so much to finish by tomorrow.
I forbid you to stay. CEO orders.
But...
We will have a meeting with your boss to talk about your workload. We can always divide the work you do among the other employees.
Well, I don't think I should force my responsibilities on others.
The problem is that you have too much on your shoulders right now. The others go home early, so why is it that you have to stay behind alone to finish all of the work? Their workload is nothing compared to yours.
Yes.
And you should learn to trust your team members a little more.
Huh?
I realized by watching you today, you spend a lot of time trying to answer all the questions your team members have. I'm not saying you shouldn't help them out. I just want you to stop dishing out answers and give them a chance to learn on their own.
But why?
People tend to stop growing when they stop using their brains. At the moment, you give them all the answers. They are aware of that too, so they've stopped using their brains, and that's why everything is so inefficient around here. I also heard that you stay to do all the work that your team members can't handle. Do you see how you're taking away their chance to grow?
I see what you mean.
Yes. That's why you, the leader, should believe in them. I want you to stop giving them answers. I appreciate how caring you are towards them, but at times like this, being strict is the strongest form of love.
I understand.
Okay, now I'm finished talking. We should head out to go to eat a delicious dinner. Everybody needs a break from time to time.
I followed Miss Kotori out of the office to an expensive restaurant to eat dinner with her. Wow, how much is it gonna cost? I tried smiling, but I couldn't do it well. I was afraid of how much money I was gonna have to pay.
You don't have to worry about the money. I will pay for your dinner tonight.
But I can't let a junior colleague pay for all this.
That's not a problem. I brought you here as the CEO, not the new girl in the office.
I see. I don't know if I should treat her as the CEO or as my team member. Dinner was amazing. I had never tasted anything so exquisite in my ordinary life.
You know what? You are such a great guy.
By the time I realized, the CEO was drunk. That's strange. I didn't think we had enough alcohol to get drunk. I guess the CEO's alcohol tolerance level was lower than I thought.
Hello? Are you listening?
Oh, yes, I'm listening.
You're so stuffy. You should learn to relax a little.
Wow, now she's dissing me? I like her better when she's sober. Miss Kotori, do you drink alcohol daily?
She doesn't allow me to drink alcohol, but since nobody is watching me today, I'm free as a bird.
Gosh, I knew it. There's a reason why you're not allowed to drink. I have a feeling she brought me here just so she could have drinks. When I met her before, she always had a scary bodyguard-type secretary wherever she went. The CEO most likely sent her bodyguard away so she could blend into the other employees.
Excuse me, more wine, please.
Huh? You shouldn't drink anymore. And please don't be so loud in such a nice restaurant.
I'm ordering it for you. You need to drink a lot more.
No, I still have some left.
Chug it down, there's more coming. And I come here all the time, they won't complain.
Shouldn't you behave yourself more since you're a regular customer? I wanted to say that to her, but she was too drunk to understand anything. I was too embarrassed to stay in the restaurant, so I wolfed down my food and dragged the whining CEO outside. And do you know who had to pay for the expensive bill? Me! Are you gonna be able to get home alone? Ma'am? Why are you sleeping? Please, wake up! Wake up now! Oh gosh, she's out. What am I gonna do with her? I don't know where the CEO lives. It's either taking her to a hotel or bringing her back to my place, but I knew either choice would cause misunderstandings. In the end, I decided to bring her home. My house was the safer choice. I realized that the hotel clerk would get suspicious of me since the CEO wasn't conscious. Oh, Miss Kotori, are you awake now?
Huh? Hey, it's you. Oh, you are such a hard worker. I'm so proud of you.
Miss Kotori!
I'm not Kotori. Call me Marin.
Damn it! I don't know whether you're drunk or you're sleepy, but please, just wake the hell up!
Huh?
What? She suddenly grabbed my shoulders and then hugged me.
This is your punishment for being naughty.
You're not making any sense!
You shouldn't talk to the CEO like that. You deserve to be punished.
You are being ridiculous!
Am I really? So how should I punish you?
After that, the CEO continued to harass me. However, she fell into my bed and immediately fell asleep. I considered sleeping on the couch, but I couldn't leave the bed. The CEO would grab at my arms every time I tried to get up. How am I going to explain this situation to her tomorrow morning? I couldn't fall asleep that night. I was awake the whole time thinking of how to tell the CEO why we ended up sleeping in the same bed.
I'm horrified. I'm so sorry for the trouble I caused you.
The next morning, the CEO woke up and had a frantic moment until I explained the events of the previous night. She suddenly started kneeling on the floor. Please, get up off the floor! It really wasn't that big a deal.
Still, I just can't believe you saw that side of me, and on top of that, I made you stay in the same bed. Oh, I'm so embarrassed by myself. I have no words.
Yes, we slept next to each other, but nothing else happened, so it's okay.
Are you sure about that?
Yes! I did all that I could to prevent anything from happening.
Oh, I'm glad nothing else happened. Mr. Furuya, do you have a girlfriend?
Huh? No, I don't, but why do you ask?
Well, I was wondering if I could be your girlfriend.
What? This is so out of the blue. Why are you asking me that?
Even if nothing happened between us last night, you saw me drunk and we slept in the same bed. I'm hoping you will accept me as your wife someday.
Wow, that is a huge leap into the future. Well then, I'll accept your offer. I am fully aware that she was drunk, but a gorgeous CEO made moves on me last night. I had already developed feelings for her, so her suggestion sent me over the moon. I never imagined anything like this happening, but Marin and I ended up dating. She went back to being the CEO, and her bodyguard kept a close watch on her, so Marin was off limits during work hours. Got home, Marin never let me go. She asked to put on a strong front as the CEO, but in reality, she was a total lovey-dovey. I would love to tell you the story of how our relationship deepens, but I see we've run out of time. Oh, I almost forgot. It turns out that Marin is the same age as me.
Tatsuka, you're as gloomy as ever. Just ignore it. Hey, Ibuki's not a bad guy, you know. Minoru, I don't know how you're friends with someone this gloomy. Because we've been friends since junior high. I know what a nice guy he is. Well, we don't really get it. I'm Ibuki Tatsuka, high school sophomore. I was picked on by the other kids at school because of my gloomy appearance and introverted personality. Every time, my only friend Minoru Serizawa would step in and cover for me. So I was never picked on relentlessly. Minoru, you know you don't have to hang out with me if you don't want to. People could speak badly of you. Don't say such sad things. I don't care about that. Minoru got along with everyone in class because of his outgoing personality. He was popular because he treated everyone equally, even introverts like me. I didn't think he'd ever become the target of an attack. But on the off chance that he did, and it was my fault, I'd feel awful. If it ever looks like you're gonna lose face because of me, please feel free to abandon me. You worry too much. People will understand you're a nice guy sooner or later. Minoru smiled optimistically. I was always being saved by that personality of his. This actually suits me. I had a secret cross-dressing hobby. I would dress up as a girl in my room and admire myself in front of the mirror. I had all sorts of wigs and outfits and was quite skilled at doing makeup. I was so good that if people saw my face, they'd probably mistake me for a real girl. I wonder what would happen if I went outside dressed like this. But I'm scared of people finding out. It's not like I wanted to be a transsexual or anything. If my cross-dressing got out, people would just think I was a pervert. When I thought about that, I couldn't work up the courage to go outside. It's safer if I just keep it behind closed doors. My cross-dressing hobby was unknown even to my family. The night grew late as I admired myself alone. It would soon be time for the school culture festival. A beauty pageant was held at our high school every year. But this year, a cross-dressing contest was also to be held as a comedy event. For the first time ever, a minimum of one representative from each class would be required to participate.
Anyone who wants to take part in cross-dressing contests, raise your hand.
The committee president made an appeal, but no one raised their hands. Voices of discontent could be heard all over the place, anxious about whether anyone was going to volunteer. If I say I'm interested, I'll probably be thought of as a cross-dressing pervert. I, being an introvert, had a bad reputation in class. This was an opportunity for me to proudly display my cross-dressing skills, but I didn't want to make my life any harder than it had to be. Shouldn't Tatsuka do it? If the aim is to please the crowd, Tatsuka will get the most laughs. The boys recommended me in amusement, alongside many others from the class who were all encouraging me to participate in unison. Even if I did, I don't think people would find it funny. What are you saying? It's funny because you'll probably look more awkward than anyone in drag. I can't think of anyone more suitable. We're all counting on you. You won't say no, will ya? My classmates had no idea I looked good in girls' clothing. It seems they thought they could get some laughs out of it, but I had no intention of meeting their expectations. However, the atmosphere made me feel I couldn't refuse, so I decided to take part in the event. Fine, I'll do it. Good, so it's settled. Tatsuka will enter from our class. I have no objections to cross-dressing itself, but if I was gonna do this, it wasn't to meet their expectations of me. I was gonna do it seriously. So, something crazy happened, huh? Are you sure you're alright with this? Minoru approached me with a concerned expression on his face. Someone has to do it, so I don't mind. In truth, everything had worked out as I wanted, but I kept those feelings to myself. Well, in that case, I'm gonna help you. If we're gonna do this, we may as well make you into such a beautiful girl that jaws hit the floor. Yeah, okay. You don't have any girls' clothes, right, Ibuki? I'll ask if Kate will lend you hers. Huh? Katie is Minoru's little sister. She's a freshman at the same high school as us. We knew each other well enough to hang out sometimes when I used to visit Minoru's house in junior high. I thought about suggesting using my own clothes, but I soon bit my tongue when I thought about people finding out about my cross-dressing habit. It's fine, don't be shy. I'm sure she'll be willing to help you out when I explain what's going on. Okay. In order to keep my hobby hidden, I decided to accept Minoru's kindness.
Kaede, you're entering for the beauty pageant. Huh? Why? Because it'll be funny. Duh. I don't want to stand out. You think you can say no? It's already decided. Don't make decisions for me.
When we went to the freshman class to ask Katie for help, she was being pestered by two girls and had a troubled look on her face.
Whatever you say, it's too late now, because we already signed you up for the pageant. What? Make sure you do your best so everyone has a great time at the show!
The two girls kept laughing happily to themselves. Minoru, is this... When I looked over at Minoru, he had an angry look on his face. Katie had been bullied since junior high for a plain appearance, and her classmates made fun of her. She was most likely being forced to participate in the beauty pageant for the same reason that I was.
Big brother? Ibuki?
Katie noticed us outside her classroom. Realizing we'd been spotted, we left the classroom awkwardly. Katie, those girls weren't picking on you, were they?
No. They might say things about my appearance sometimes, but they've never done anything horrible to me. Well, they were. But other than that, they've never done anything to me directly.
When it came to Katie, Minoru had a tendency to be overprotective. Knowing what kind of person he is, she probably didn't want to make him worry.
Wait! If I don't enter, they might be mad with me afterwards.
The girls were trying to force Katie to enter the beauty pageant. I didn't know just how much trouble they'd be causing her. But it wasn't hard to imagine that if she didn't comply, her life could become difficult. Are you okay with this, Katie?
Can't be helped. If this is what it takes to live in peace.
A look of resignation appeared on Katie's face. I know how you feel. I got teased in the same way and ended up entering the cross-dressing contest.
Really?
If you resist unskillfully at a time like this, you could just end up in more trouble, huh? In my case, it wasn't like I was entering reluctantly, but like Katie, I'd experienced resistance becoming more trouble than it was worth on several occasions. It's absurd, but listening to what they say and just going along with it leads to less problems in the future. If you're sure, I'll help you as much as I possibly can.
What do you plan on doing?
I thought I'd come over to your house today. Minoru, I'm gonna stop off at home first, so head back without me. I'll meet you at your place later. I went home to get some of my belongings.
Hey, Ibuki. I heard from my big brother you want me to lend you some of my clothes, right? If you're okay with my stuff, then by all means take some.
Sorry, Ibuki. I made you worry about Katie even though you've already got a lot going on. It's alright, I'm fine. More importantly, Katie's entering the beauty pageant, right? Have you thought of a plan?
Not really. They're only making me enter as a joke. So instead of getting dressed up all weird, I'm thinking of just going out in my usual clothes.
Aren't you gonna wear makeup?
I never have.
In that case, I'll do it for you. We might just be able to transform you. I took out my makeup kit from home and showed it to them. Why do you have this kind of thing? It's a little hobby of mine. I don't know how much of a difference I can make without actually doing it, but I'll try and make you look cute.
Ibuki, are you good at makeup?
I'm proud to say I'm pretty good at it.
But I don't think someone like me is going to change just because I got a little makeup on.
But what if it wasn't just a little?
How far do you plan on going?
I won't do anything weird. If you're worried about my skills, I'll show you what I'm capable of. I went somewhere private, changed into the clothes I'd bought with me, and put my makeup on. 20 minutes later,
Cute.
I showed them my female form. It was the first time I'd ever shown anyone, but they both seemed pleasantly surprised. This is what I can do. It's like I'm a different person, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. But I couldn't exactly come out and say I was a skilled cross-dresser. You see my ability now, though, right? If a guy can become this cute, I can make Katie even cuter than she is now.
I'm not cute at all. You were able to become cute because you're naturally good looking. If someone's hopeless to begin with, nothing will change no matter how much makeup you put on them.
I'm not naturally good looking at all. People think you're plain because your face is hidden behind your fringe and glasses. But I think you'd be cute if you showed your face. I think you have what it takes to be irresistible. Katie appeared to be in two minds, but she nodded as me and Minoru encouraged her.
Okay, Ibuki. Please transform me.
Leave it to me. I went to Katie's room and helped make her look cuter. From styling her hair to choosing her clothes. And so, Minoru gasped in amazement when he saw Katie. I was surprised when I was styling her hair too. When she took off her glasses so she could see her face, she was even cuter than I'd imagined. After picking out an outfit for her, I left the room and Katie transformed into a girl of astonishing beauty. What do you think, Minoru? Even if she wasn't your little sister, cute, right? Yeah! And it's not even because I'm your brother. Objectively speaking, you look so cute you could be a model. Even with me Minoru complimenting her, Katie herself only seemed half convinced. Makeup really can make quite the difference, huh? No, I didn't do it yet. All I did was style her hair. Katie's naturally pretty, so just taking off her glasses and revealing her face was enough to make her look great. To tell the truth, I didn't think she'd end up this cute either. Really? In that case, your looks have been going to waste, sis. If you look like this all the time, there's no way anyone would have made fun of you. Now you're gonna have the last laugh over everyone who gave you a hard time.
But I can't see very well like this. Can't I put my glasses on?
Katie had poor vision. If she prioritized style, her daily life would become difficult. I think you would look better without glasses. I wonder if this would be a good opportunity to start using contact lenses. Katie, I think you should do your best to try contacts. I've always worried that you might get picked on because of the way you look, and in fact, there are people messing with you now, right? The reason I wanted to give her a makeover like this was because she was being forced to enter the beauty pageant. I had a feeling she'd start getting a lot of attention from the guys and her school life would change completely. But it had to be better than being picked on. I know it might sound weird coming from me, but maybe this could be an opportunity to change. It seems like you lack confidence in your appearance. But if you looked like this, there's absolutely no doubt you'd be a hit with the guys.
Ibuki, are you saying I'm not good enough the way I am?
You're doing you, and I think you're fine the way you are. I'm only saying so because people are messing with you. I get picked on all the time myself because of the way I look. So I know I'm not in a position to say anything. But I do think paying more attention to your appearance is an option.
I understand. I'll do it.
With that, me and Minoru devised a plan to turn Katie into a beautiful girl. Our goal was to win the beauty pageant. Katie didn't seem overly enthusiastic, but I decided to teach her a couple of tricks. It was the day of the festival. The cross-dressing contest was held first. After drawing lots, my turn came last. Contestants fell into one of two categories: those who took their cross-dressing seriously, and those who wore the most ridiculous, ill-suited clothes possible to amuse the crowd. It was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Tatsuka's up last! I wonder if he'll make us laugh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll bomb because he's just as boring in girls' clothes. I have no idea what Ibuka looks like as a girl, huh?
Not long now. Right, Minoru?
Minoru and Kei were in the audience cheering me on. And then, when I appeared on the stage, the entire hall fell silent. Everyone had a look of astonishment on their faces.
Excuse me, but the beauty pageant isn't until later.
When the presenter said that to me, I cheerfully introduced myself with my male voice. Ibuki Tatsuka. Year 2, Class A. The hall stirred in amazement. They probably thought one of the girl students had entered. It appeared my cross-dressing was perfect. Seriously? He looks that good as a girl? If he didn't speak, I wouldn't have even noticed. Minoru later told me that my classmates who used to make fun of me were lost for words. And so, I achieved a resounding victory with the overwhelming support of the audience. Well done, Ibuki!
Ibuki, congratulations on winning.
Thanks. Well, I guess it's your turn next, Katie. I gave it my all, so hold your head high and show them what you've got.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I'd done everything I could in preparation for this day. I was sure I should do well. 1 hour later, the beauty pageant began. This time, I was on the supporting side.
I wonder how Kaede's face would look like. Out of place and pitiable. You really came up with something horrible this time. Oh, but I was just trying to make the other contestants look better by spicing things up a little. I did it for the benefit of the contest, you know. You say that, but you really just wanted to get a laugh out of seeing Kaede panic, right? Well...
The girls from class who forced Katie to enter the beauty pageant were having a mean-spirited conversation. The beauty pageant was in full swing. I was angry at the girls, but my desire to see Katie get the better of them prevailed, and I let it slide. Minoru was sat next to me, and it looked like he felt the same.
Next up, it's Kaede Serizawa.
It was finally Katie's turn. When she appeared on stage, the cheering was louder than ever.
What? No way!
The girls were amazed. In preparation for today, Katie had been going around in her usual getup until directly before the pageant. Those who didn't know Katie were probably delighted by the appearance of a beautiful girl, but those who knew her must have been astonished by the difference.
My name is Kaede Serizawa. Thanks for coming today, everyone.
Katie greeted the hall with brightness and energy. The audience responded with cheers. Me and Minoru had trained Katie intensively to overcome her quiet, shy personality. Katie engaged the audience and got them fired up with cute gestures, like we'd practice with her. Everything went to plan.
I had no idea we had such a cute girl at our school. Someone as cute as you must have a boyfriend, right? I don't have a boyfriend, but I do have a crush on someone.
She does? I've spent a lot of time with Katie, but never heard anything like that. Now that I think about it, I'm probably not the sort of person she'd talk to about her love interest with. I suppose it's not that strange for her to have a crush on someone.
Mind if I borrow the floor to let him know? Ooh, does that mean the boy you like is in this hall right now?
Katie, it's me, right? Katie, be my girlfriend! Boys appeared from the audience, shouting out whatever they pleased, and the excitement reached fever pitch. Katie, this is incredible! I can't believe how bold you've become. I was impressed by the change in Katie. He used to be withdrawn and lacking in confidence.
Ibuki Totsuka, I've had a crush on you ever since junior high. Please be mine.
Huh? As my name was called suddenly, my body tensed up. Never in a million years did I think it would be me. Come on, at least give her an answer. You're not gonna leave her hanging, are you? Minoru, but what do I say? I think you two make a good couple. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, but if you decide to go for it, you got my support. With Minoru's encouragement, I stepped onto the stage. When I, a gloomy introvert, appeared on stage, I could hear shouts of, "Why that guy?" from the audience. Are you sure it's me you want? This is what I look like normally, you know?
It's thanks to you that I stand here now, Ibuki. Besides, unlike everyone else, you're always so nice to me, even back when I was shy and quiet. I like you, Ibuki.
I've only ever seen you with my little sister until now, but I enjoy spending time with you, Katie. If it's okay with you, be my girlfriend.
Okay. Ibuki Totsuka, weren't you the winner of the cross-dressing contest?
That's right. The atmosphere had been a little awkward up until that point, but when they noticed who I was, the crowd went wild.
Wow, can you believe this is what the beautiful girl from earlier actually looks like? What magic is this? It's the birth of a beautiful girl couple.
No, it's not like I actually want to become a beautiful girl. My mumbling was buried beneath the cheers and surprise of the audience. It appeared I'd become famous myself. And so the beauty pageant continued, and Katie was crowned queen. Me and Katie became famous as a legendary couple who won both the beauty pageant and the cross-dressing contest at the school culture.